So when babies are born, the doctor looks at them and they make a guess about whether the baby is a boy or a girl based on what they look like. Sometimes the doctor is wrong.
I teach my elementary school students about gender identity. Some people are girls, some are boys, some are both, some are neither.
Say that pre-K through third grade are not ready for such topics is actually internalized homophobia and transphobia.
As sex and CRT have become the new math and science, kids are learning racism instead of reading. You think parents are pissed off about this? Of course. Why wouldn't they be? But when they speak up, Democrats tell them to sit down, shut up, and stay out of education. Your kids are ours.
I'm not going to let parents come into schools and actually take books out and make their own decision. You vetoed it. So, yeah, I stop the bill that I don't think parents should be telling schools what they should teach them.
And if you show up to a school board meeting, they'll arrest you. That dad right there was just demanding justice after his daughter was raped by a boy wearing a skirt who strolled into the women's bathroom. Did the school board listen to a concerned dad? No, they treated him like a criminal. Just like the Department of Justice did to countless other parents. Remember Merrick Garland labeled concerned parents terrorists because the National School Board Association told them to? The Biden administration has always bent over backwards for the unions. Teachers were handed over $100 billion in COVID aid. They only spent like 15% of it. What the hell happened to all that money? I mean, they probably embezzled it. They got to jump the line for vaccines too. Yet they still didn't push to reopen schools. So, what does Biden do as the teachers union just grifts us for billions and pushes parents out of the classroom? He parties with them. Here's Biden today at the teachers conference.
You gotta say hi to me. We go back a long way. She was 12, I was 30, but anyway.
She was 12, I was 30, but anyway, what is that? I have no idea what that was. You know, he's always looking out for his buddy, though, Randy Weingarten, the teachers union president. Student test scores have dropped to the lowest of all time, 2 years straight. So Randy has some nerve walking around showing her face, but she does. If Biden actually stood up to the union instead of selling out, maybe Republican governors like DeSantis and Youngkin wouldn't have to step in and keep sex and gender lessons out of elementary schools. Because someone has to stand up for the parents. The National Education Association is trafficking in materials involving bondage, sadomasochism, anal sex. The NEA is the largest teachers union in the country, representing over 3 million public school teachers. They're in every school district. And the school year's just started, and the more parents finding out about this stuff, it's freaking them out. Listen to this guy. He doesn't have kids, but is a concerned uncle. Tear into a local school board this week in California.
It has come to our attention that the district intends to teach transgenderism to children under the age of 10 without parental consent. If I were to teach your child about my sexuality without your consent or involvement, I'd be arrested. But when the school district does it, it's education. Districts are teaching transgenderism when they should be teaching science, math, and language. Instead, teachers are hiding student pronouns from their parents under the guise of gender affirmation. You don't tuck these children in at night, you don't teach them to stand up to bullies, you don't pay their medical bills, and you certainly don't hold their hands in the hospital. These parents do. Men cannot become women, and sex chromosomes are encoded into the fabric of our DNA. Parents must be a part of the education process when teaching sexuality to students, and it definitely doesn't need to happen under the age of 10 years old.
Mario Presents is the concerned uncle behind that speech, and he joins me now.